Bam! Back at you like that, man. I tell you, I feel very energized, man. I feel like almost like a quarterback that's been waiting to get out there on the field, so I could just show what I got, man.
All right.
How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good, man. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll save it for later, but I'm feeling pretty good.
Welcome to Pick Six, where we cover six teams in the NFL, that being the Raiders, the Niners, the Packers, the Cowboys, the Chargers, and of course, our beloved Steelers. All right. Yes, we made the switch from the Rams to the Chargers. I find the Chargers a lot more interesting. They're a lot more fun to watch, and there's more going on there with the Chargers, man. So, Rams, you guys could win that slot back next season, but you got to earn it. You got to earn it. Eric, talk to us, man.
All right. You know what? Fresh new team. We're gonna start off with that new team. We got the Chargers going up against the Saints or the Aints. Whoever you want to call them as. It's in SoFi. The Chargers are coming off a loss against Arizona. Again, they probably should have won, but they kind of blew it towards the end. And the Saints, coming off a blowout loss against the Broncos. 2-5, 3-3. Who you got here, man?
Man, the Saints, I'll tell you, they started the season like on fire, like nobody else, man. They came into the season like crazy good, man. I was like, wow. And then now they have to wear paper bags over their heads because they're just ashamed to be the Saints. The Chargers, I'll tell you, man, I think the Chargers are a pretty, I don't know if I should say good team, but they're a pretty decent team, man.
Yeah.
They play some pretty good football. This when they lost, what was it, Monday night, right? They played some pretty good ball, man. I like the Chargers. I think they're gonna smash on the Saints, man. That's basically what I'm trying to get to. I don't think this is really gonna be much of a matchup. And I think it's going to be good for the Chargers. Now, the Chargers cannot overlook the Saints because maybe the Saints can, dig back in their little arsenal and say, hey, check out how we started. Let's get back to that. So I'm not saying the Chargers should take it easy on them whatsoever, but it's a way to get your groove back, get back in the winning bracket.
Yeah, look, the Saints did start off really good. Probably the best 2-week stretch to start off a season, from what I understand.
40+ points, man.
They've been plagued with injuries. I don't think the competition that they were playing was all that great in the first 2 weeks. I think at some point they would have started taking a step down. I got the Chargers here. I do. Like I said, the Saints have been plagued with injuries, like another team we're covering. All right. So, yeah, I Chargers should get this win at home. Yep. And Saints fans will probably be wearing those brown paper bags. I don't know, man. It's been looking really tough for New Orleans.
Taking it back to the old school days with the brown paper bags.
Yeah, man. Next, we have the Green Bay Packers walking into Jacksonville to play the Jags. Packers are 5-2, coming off a big win against Houston, arguably game of the week last week. And the Jags are 2-5, coming off a win against the Patriots in London. Did you wake up for that game last week?
Wow. I did not, but I was there in spirit, if that counts. I text you about the Packer and freaking Texans. I text you, I said, man, these dudes, it's a great game. Man, that was an awesome game, man. That was so much fun to watch. I was so damn entertained. What a badass game, man. Yeah, the Packers, man. I was just so impressed with both of those teams. I really was, the Texans and the Packers. But the Packers got fight. Man, those guys can fight, man. I'm telling you guys. Because the Texans were all over them. But the Packers, man, those guys got fight. They got what you call grit. And they're playing the Jags. I'll be real with you guys, man. I don't really know too much about the Jags this season.
Haven't been playing good football. I mean, they beat New England last week, who only has one win, I believe.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Might be two, but they haven't been playing good football at all.
All right. And this is in Jacksonville. Does that mean anything? Not enough to me, man. I say Green Bay goes and takes them out.
You're not a fan of the Duval movement?
No, this is coming off of a game that they had against the Texans, against a really good team. You can possibly make an argument that this could be a sleeper.
Seen it plenty of times.
We've seen it before. All right. We've seen it before. They're going to head down to Florida, in Jacksonville, hang out a little bit. We played our butts off last week. Man, it was a hard-fought game. They kind of let their hair down a little bit. At the same time, they let their guard down a little bit.
Party on a yacht.
Man. I'll still go Green Bay Packers, though.
Even with that party, I got Packers, man.
Yeah.
The Jags are not good this year. Trevor Lawrence, I don't know what's happened to him. Just the team as a whole. Just the team as a whole hasn't been looking good. So,
is he a good QB to you?
At first, I thought so. This year's kind of changing my mind.
Mm.
It just, I don't know. They completely fell apart. Last season, I believe they were 8-3 or 7-3. Since then, they've just been playing some terrible football. Remember, they had a playoff spot and they wound up losing it to the Steelers. And they just haven't been the same. They really haven't.
Oh, he got popular because of his long hair. Hey, sunshine.
Yeah, man. We'll see. I mean, maybe they could turn it around, but I don't think so.
He's got to get the power of the hair again, man. Power of the hair. But yeah, Green Bay.
Next, we have a divisional matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. The Chiefs are 6-0, coming off a win against the 49ers. Raiders are 2-5, coming off a loss against the Rams.
Are the Chiefs the last remaining undefeated team?
Yeah, but Patrick Mahomes is not the last remaining undefeated quarterback.
Ooh.
There's Malik Willis
and
there's Russell Wilson.
Damn right there is. Damn right there is. All right. Yeah, man. The just quick. The Vikings dropped the game to the Lions. That was like the Lions are they're that good, man. But so are the Vikes. Man, where's this game at?
I'm only saying this because you asked. It's in Vegas.
All right.
I'm still sure there's going to be a lot of Chiefs fans there. No disrespect.
Good gosh, man. I'm trying, man. I want this. I'm trying to make this competitive. I'm trying to find things, trying to grab onto things to see what I can grab onto to make this competitive. All I can say is it's the Tom Brady Raiders. I mean, come on. There's got to be something there, man. There's got to be something there. I mean, all Brady knows is all he can do is win. That's all he knows how to do. There's got to be something there. They got to believe. Check this out. I am going to pick the Raiders on this one right here. I believe, okay? I am going to believe that the 5% Tom Brady Raiders are going to upset the undefeated Kansas City Taylor Swifts. You heard it right here. You heard it right here. And if they don't, I'll come back and I'll say I was wrong. But you know what? There's something just telling me, man. Something just getting at me that the Tom Brady Raiders are going to be 5% better that day than the Kansas City Taylor Swifts.
Give me the Chiefs, man. I don't know what I just heard right now, but I
Some great analysis. That's what you heard, man.
I don't know. I don't want the Chiefs to remain undefeated, but my goodness, I mean the Raiders are good. They haven't been good. And the last quarterback to beat Patrick Mahomes is Aiden O'Connell. Aiden O'Connell's injured though. It's going to be Gardner Minshew. So I mean, if there's any hope, I thought that's what it would have been. Even though Aiden O'Connell didn't really do much in that game against the Chiefs, but yeah, just give me the Chiefs. I'm rocking with the chop, unfortunately.
Oh man, that chop is gonna be a little dull. Oh, they didn't sharpen it up, man. Going to Vegas, it's a dull chop, man. I'm telling you, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Aren't you feeling it, Raider fans? Aren't you? This is the one, man. Raiders are gonna suck for the rest of the season. You're gonna be nothing but pathetic losers. But not this one. Not this one. I'm calling it. I'm saying it, man. Las Vegas Tom Brady's are gonna come out with the victory. I'm telling you guys, man. I'm telling you. Just wait and watch. Just wait and watch, man. I'm telling you.
Raiders, you need to get this guy out to Vegas for that game.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Plus, even this, I don't even think Taylor Swift is going to be in attendance.
Oh,
which is probably going to be the big issue. Raiders, you got this. You got this, man. You got the GOAT on your side. You got Tom Brady. They got this, man.
I think he's having a little bit too good of a week so far, but
it's been exciting.
All right. We got Sunday Night Football. We got the Cowboys walking into Santa Clara to play the 49ers. Cowboys are 3-3 coming off a bye, so they'll be pretty well rested. Niners 3-4 coming off a loss against them Chiefs, okay? Both teams not been playing all that good. Niners have been playing with injuries, but have also just been not playing a good brand of football, man. The Brandon Ayuk situation, he's out for the season, which, like I've said, he hasn't been playing his best football, obviously. But I think that's because he wasn't there for training camp, and he didn't get the proper training this offseason. So I think at some point he would have started to turn it up. Luckily, there's rumors that Christian McCaffrey can potentially make his way back this season. Not necessarily this game, but this season. So if there's any good news for the 49ers, it's that. Okay? But does this game deserve to be Sunday night? Is it just the rivalry that makes it Sunday night?
I mean, come on, man. It's Arlington versus Santa Clara. I mean, come on, man. From sea to shining sea, who does not want to see Arlington versus Santa Clara? No, that's definitely what it is, man. It's the two NFC cool kids going at it. The two, flashy, look at me, gold wearing, Corvette driving guys. It's the two NFC cool kids going at it. I even remember years ago, like in the 90s, the song, hey, 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 hey. I love it when the Niners and the Cowboys play. Hey, hey, right? The two cool kids on the block, man, going at it against each other. Are they really that good? No, but they both got big fan bases. And you know what? Look, I think it could be a good game because right now I think they're probably at each other's level. It'd be terrible if one of them was like up here and the other one was down here. And it's, hey, let's just put them together because it's Cowboys Niners. I think they're somewhere around the same level. Honestly, man, I'm probably gonna have to go Cowboys. it just, I mean, it's in Santa Clara. Does that mean much? Cowboys coming off of a bye week, coming off of a horrible loss. Like they got whooped. I think they're going to be hungry to get a victory because they got smashed the last time they were out. And they just had a lot of time to just sit and let that marinate in their mind over and over and over and over. So I go Cowboys.
I don't really know who to pick here. I do know that the Niners have been kind of having the Cowboys' number as of recent. I don't know what's going on with the Niners. I really don't. Okay, even with the injuries that they've been dealt with, they still have a really, really good team. Maybe it's time to move on from Shanahan. Just maybe. You went Cowboys. I guess I'll go Niners. Am I completely convinced in that pick? No. Okay, I do find it hard to believe for the Niners to go 3-5 though. That's one thing that I don't know. Good news for the Niners is that their divisions hasn't been playing all that good. That is the one good thing that the Niners have been or are fortunate with this season. So yeah.
You know what the Niners don't have? The highest paid football player ever.
That's true.
There you go, man.
That's a
there you go. They got to make that money back. So,
all right, man. Next we have Monday Night Football between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Football Giants. Yes, the Giants are walking into Heinz Field on Monday night. Steelers coming off a win against the Jersey Jets, and Giants are coming off a just terrible loss against the rival Philadelphia Eagles. We have Danny Dimes against Mr. Unlimited Russell Wilson. Does that not scream prime time?
Oh, yes, it does. Hey, first of all, man, what's with the 2 Monday night football games? You digging that or no?
No.
What the heck's going on? See, it's one game. What the hell are you doing?
They need to do that week one.
Yeah. There was always week one.
Yeah, it was only week one, the 2 games, which was fine, but they're overdoing it.
Yeah. Man. But anyway, look, man. Look, I have been saying it. Okay. I have been saying it. You got to get Russell Wilson out there. You got to make sure you have the best QB out there that you got. He looked good. I am still a little concerned because it was against the Jersey Jets. It was the Jersey Jets. Really nobody. The only reason people talk about the Jersey Jets is probably because they have Aaron Rodgers on there. That's about it.
And because they're from Jersey.
And he doesn't shave, so he looks homeless now. Now they're playing the Giants, and the Giants are no good.
From New York,
right? Man, I really liked what I saw from Russell Wilson. I did, man. And one game is not enough. It's not enough. Could it just be that the Jets just didn't show up and made it easy? And, maybe even Justin Fields would have looked good against the Jets. Don't know. You gotta have more than one game. So I am really, really interested in this coming game as well to see how he looks, because I thought he looked good. And if he's at least 75% as good as he showed last week, I think they smash the Giants. Danny Dimes scores no more than a dime on that scoreboard. They scored no more than 10.
I see what you did there.
You see that? Huh?
Yeah, it's all right.
I'm getting better.
All right. So, Steelers on Sunday. I liked everything I saw. Just I think they started off slow because Russell Wilson he hasn't played in a while. Okay, people say 6 weeks. Well, not really. I mean, he was benched at the end of last season too, so he missed a few games last season too. So he was definitely a little bit rusty. I mean, we were able to see that some of the passes that he was making early just were not good passes. Then you start to go late in the second quarter, and he's throwing straight dimes to George Pickens, to Pat Fryermuth. He was finding everybody on that offense. Even Van Jefferson had a receiving touchdown. All right, that was good. Running backs, Najee Harris, Jalen Ward, they've been looking really good the past 2 weeks. All right. There was less offensive penalties last week. Second half, I don't even know if they had a offensive penalty. I'm not too sure. I know they did first half. Okay, I keep tabs with those. I do. I keep tabs with those all the time. But nonetheless, really good win. We're coming off of 2 blowout wins, by the way. I can't remember the last time we've said that as Steelers fans. 2 blowout wins. Not only that, back-to-back 30-plus point games. All right? I liked what I saw from Russell Wilson. Even the play calling was better last week, which, like I said before, I don't know if they were being conservative because they don't trust Justin Fields. Maybe that was the case because they weren't being all that conservative with Russell Wilson. I'm just going to leave it at that. You're playing the Giants at home, prime time once again. Mike Tomlin on Monday night at home, I do believe he's undefeated.
Ooh.
Which is a weird stat.
Okay, that is a pretty interesting stat.
I think he keeps that streak going. He should keep that streak going. Steelers do have a track record with playing down the competition, but the last 2 weeks they have not. Steelers need this win. All right, prove to 6-2. Going into the bye, this is what you need. Got to do it, man.
I think Russell Wilson needs this win. If Russell Wilson looks bad, would you want to throw back in there Justin Fields? If he looks terrible.
See, that's a tricky thing, man.
It is, man. It is. You want to make the right choice, but you got to give somebody a chance.
Because then you don't want to be flipping your quarterback like it's a burger, you know? That's not a good move. You don't want to keep flip-flopping, you know. Now you have Russell as your QB1. That's your QB1. You know, you can't keep switching because then it's going to be 2 different leaders at the offensively, and then, you know, it might mess things up. Who knows? I mean, I liked what I saw from Russ. I thought he did good.
Okay.
And that was the showcase that the Steelers needed to do against the Cowboys. All right. So Steelers were finally able to showcase what they were able to do, what they're capable of. I get it was against the Jets, but you know what? Everybody was watching on prime time, national television, and they showcased what they're capable of doing. So I'm not saying that put the league on notice, but maybe the league's going to be watching a little bit more of Steelers football.
All right, so let me ask you this. As it stands right now, do you, in your mind, do you have the set starting quarterback, or are you still kind of juggling? Like, I'm still seeing, I still don't know who's the starter for the rest of the season. I'm still, you know, observing. Or are you set? Like, no, I know who the starter is.
I wouldn't say I'm set, but for this week I am. You got to go Russ. You got to go Russ. I'm not saying I'm fully convinced moving forward, but you know what? Regardless on who we go with, I think we have the best backup quarterback in the league. Unless it's Joe Flacco. But.
Hey, Joe Flacco, I'll tell you, man, he's doing – wow, who would have thought? Okay, we have the best backup in the league, but is he disgruntled, though? he stood there with his helmet on, wanted in there. Does he stick around or does he throw a complete fit?
Let's hope he sticks around, man. I do believe Justin Fields has the ability to be the Steelers franchise quarterback. I really do. I know he wasn't perfect in his 6-week run, but I mean, he definitely showed potential, man. Wasn't the best brand of football, but I mean, over time, he's gonna get better. You know, he's not a super veteran quarterback. I know he's been in the league for a few seasons, but he's gonna get better, and he's arguably approaching his prime, you know. So we'll see, man. We'll see.
Okay. All right, man. Well, go Russ. Go get him, Russ. Go Steelers.
Go Steelers.
Booyah.